I'll
Yes.
let you guys go, but I'll just say one thing. I hadn't seen this for a while, but it's I'm so fascinated at how something so sad and depressing can actually also be so beautiful. I mean, hence the title. There's just something weird there, but that I can't describe and that I think this movie possesses. But you
It's
guys
it's
go.
an, it's an absolutely beautiful movie about people living in the worst, most squalid conditions. It's like this is poverty.
They still
Yeah.
have free health care, man.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it's
do.
still Spain
Yeah.
for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no the main character didn't pay any bills. He's got his chemo. Yeah, that all happened. They told him not to do chemo.
No, he decides not to do
This is
it.
a
Yeah, he
fascinating
decided.
film because it is about a guy who's dying of prostate cancer while also being a psychic. So
Really like
the
a
barrier between
medium,
the
like
living and the
a
dead is
God,
porous to him.
this is what I talked about rich in your lives. I mean,
Yeah.
none more so than the main character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he also happens to be a spirit medium.
Yeah. Is that
He also
overriding, you
happens.
think?
He also happens to not have a reflection that reflects reality.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Explain that.
Oh, you didn't notice at certain points in the film he's reflected in surfaces, and his reflection's not doing the same thing he is.
No, but I noticed the fork in the kitchen, which was had its own shadow, which was doing something completely different.
Yes.
There's
There's some
Oh,
creepy
yeah,
shit
yeah.
in this film.
there's
I'll
a
tell you.
really obvious one like 20 minutes, 25 minutes into the movie.
Oh.
He's waiting outside of a store of some kind, and you see him reflected. He goes up and he looks in the window.
Oh yeah, I
And you
remember
see
that.
his reflection in the window,
Mhm.
and he walks away from the window, and the reflection's still sitting there in the window,
Mhm.
and then it
I
moves
remember.
back in the door and turns, and it's not following the same motions that he's doing, and it like leans up against the car, and
Well, there's
that
a lot
happens
of cool-
several times.
Well,
There's a
in the
lot of
film.
cool, like subtle, like when he is doing his contacting the dead, and that person will just be maybe standing in the corner, sort of, or
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Like the way this movie does that is so effective, yet it's not overdone. It's
No,
not hit you over the head. It's very subtle. It's very
the
like
part at the part at the very end where there's the person like on the ceiling.
that's
On
him.
the
Apartment.
ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that-
him.
Yeah.
him on the
Scenes like
ceiling.
that.
Is it okay? That scene was so dark I could not tell who
No,
that
there
was.
was
There was a
in-
problem
in-
with some
It's like right
underlying-
before he's gonna
in the
die, and he
basement where
sees
the-
him, and
Yeah.
it says himself.
in the basement
Yeah.
where the Chinese people died.
That makes more
there was
sense.
somebody on the ceiling there too. But then,
Yeah.
Right. There was people on the ceiling in at least two
Ugh.
places.
It's
But,
it's
um,
I swear to
very
God, it's almost like a trope now in horror movies. You see a lot of people crawling around on ceilings, but in this, because it's not a horror film, and him being psychic is like less than 10% of what this movie's about. It's barely.
Yeah.
it's very Sixth
It's so
Sense.
impressive to me.
Yeah, it's very Sixth Sense.
Well, it allows
Like-
the film to live in kind of a superliminal space where there's
Mhm.
reality, and because its reality is fucking grim in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is checking out, and he has to get his affairs in order, and his ex-wife is bipolar. He has
Yeah.
nowhere to put his
Oh.
kids, and
Yeah.
dealing with all his crap,
And drunk bipolar.
and also
whore.
dealing with the Chinese and
Yeah, alcoholic,
And then he
drug
gives and then he gives all
addict,
the money.
bipolar.
He gives all the money to the wife of the Senegalese
And
That's
she
incredible.
goes back
he just
to
fucking
Africa.
dips.
Do you think that she that,
She
that, that's,
doesn't.
that he
She does not. She comes
he
back.
hallucinated her return? Do you
I
think he
don't
hallucinated
think
that?
I don't think she comes back.
I don't
Oh, I
think
think
she comes
she
back either.
entirely in his brain.
I'm not
Right.
Because you don't see her. She kind of behind the screen
Right.
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
I've come back. It's okay. It's like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're
no.
gonna die anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Right.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was a hell of a thing.
Oh,
Also, I love that. I
I
love
don't
the
want to
cl-
believe that.
All right, you don't have to, John. You don't have to. It's
I
fine.
don't know.
But-
One, this is an Iñárritu movie. I 100% believe that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my biggest problem.
But he
with this
doesn't show her
film.
getting on the train. He shows her train
I,
station.
I
with the
know.
bags.
I know. I think he wants to allow you specifically to believe that.
Yeah.
This is for John Harden.
It said
Right.
John
No,
Harden.
it cuts down the middle. You can believe either way, which is great.
Much like the scene at the end of the French army protecting the woman movie where she comes back. Like,
Right.
It's the same thing. It's if you want to believe that's how it ends, you can, but I don't fucking think so.
Yeah.
But either work
World.
though. Either work.
Like
Multiple choice, basically.
I
Yeah.
My biggest problem with this film is that I think Iñárritu and I have an empathy gap. It's not just in this movie. Like, I'm rooting for the bear in The Revenant. Like, it's just it's for
You
there's
just have
something
a thing
about
for bears.
there's something about his. No, I'm more into otters.
Okay.
There's there's a thing in his films, I just don't know what it is, where I have a very, very hard time empathizing with his main characters,
He
which is why
he
my
tend
favorite
he tends to have unlikable characters populate his films.
it's not
By The
just
Revenant, no,
unlikable.
It's not
no.
unlikability, though. I don't think.
Well, the thing is, like,
Which
the
is
thing
why
is,
my
like,
favorite film of his is Amores Perros, where everyone's a piece of shit.
yeah. Well,
Like,
this is almost no different. That the guy, this guy is a
oh, he is a huge piece of shit in this
yeah.
movie. That's
Yeah, and he's a smuggler and he of
And he kills
exploiter
a room full of people.
illegal aliens and
He
all
was
that stuff
trying
like
to do
that.
something nice for
Every
him.
he
time he
kills a
tries to
room
do
full of
that, nice,
people
actually, it got
by
blows up in
trying
his
to do
face every
something
time.
nice but being stupid about it.
Being cheap
Yeah.
about it.
Cheap about it.
I bought the
Well,
cheapest.
and
But I
also-
don't think he's a bad guy.
What's the
No,
term
he's
I'm
a piece.
looking for?
He's a piece of shit. He's not a bad guy. Those are two different things.
What's the term? He tries for like the best consequences for things, and they end up like
Not
not working.
malevolent.
Yeah,
No.
He doesn't
No,
mean
he's
he
just
doesn't
an
do
asshole.
anything.
I don't think he just got like.
But for where he is
Mhm.
in life, he's pretty fucking stand up great for how fucking hard his goddamn life is.
I'll give you that.
It also kind of helps that he's so magnificent to look at.
Oh
He's-
my God, yes.
His face is like
That
sculpture.
nose, man. I'd kill for that nose.
It's
Jesus
amazing.
Christ.
It's like it makes everything he
We
does
could
seem
put it
more
on a
noble.
French woman.
Yeah, his dumb little ponytail, which
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
else I would be like, please die tomorrow. I'm like, I still love him.
I
I know.
give it to him. I'll give it
This
to
is like 2 years or 3 years after No Country for Old Men.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he's still got that thing going on. It's great.
Just like my
I love
second
this movie.
least
I
favorite
thought it
Coen
was
movie.
I thought it was so amazingly rich to watch. And I mentioned this before when we were talking about the other movie, just in comparison, that every single character has much more going on in their lives. They have a
Oh God,
backstory.
the little boy,
They
the
have
fucking little
interests.
boy.
You can. They feel like real people. It's like the Chinese people that were running the sweatshop. They were having an affair. It was
Yeah,
like,
right.
everybody had a thing going on. And
Well, they're not having an affair, and actually,
They're lovers.
That's right. That's one of the
Well,
things I actually
a
really
love
like
affair.
about.
Yeah.
One of the things I really like about it is they have that conversation in the bathroom, where he's like, "Why did you come here then?" And he's like, "I came here because I love you,
Right.
and
Right.
you love me, and
Yeah.
we can't do this at home.
Right.
Like we can do this here. but we
Those guys
can't
are
do
much
it
bigger
there."
pieces of shit than Javier Bardem.
They certainly are.
Yeah, they are.
They certainly are. But the
Yeah.
empathy gap doesn't follow as hard for me in those two, because I don't know. I don't really. It's very difficult for me to put into words exactly what my problem is. But I liked them more. Like I liked.
You like them more than Javier Bardem?
The characters, I had more interest in those two characters than I did in him, and I think that's sort of the problem. Is I think he populates the world with all
I think
these
that's sort of
great
your
side-
problem.
No, I think the problem is he populates the world with these great side characters,
Right.
and it sometimes doesn't work for me with the main character. Like,
Well, it's kind of almost an anthology film because you're so far away from Javier Bardem and his concerns at many points in the film, and that's why
Right.
it's 2.5 hours long.
which is another issue with the
Yeah.
Tell you what, I was
It
a little more
felt
bored
about
in the
4
other film,
hours
which is a
long.
half an hour shorter than this one, because there wasn't enough there for me to grab onto. I told you I didn't think the main character was very interesting in the other film. This one, he's super interesting. Everybody's really interesting. Everybody's got a lot going on, and
Ooh, zooming in on John.
it was beautiful. I thought it
It
was
yeah, the
his
more
hands,
he's
I think.
making points, the more it's like
I know. It's when you get your hands up, it's weird. It kind of like it does this TV thing. It's really bizarre.
Siri, I would like a slow dolly in.
Yeah,
Don't-
exactly. Now,
Well, Chris hasn't said much yet.
No, I'm listening. I mean, I think listen, I really like this director. I mean, this movie is a bit of a fucking bummer, that's for sure. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
it's
a little
grim,
bit, a little bit.
It's grim enough, And then we get to the fucking, the basket of puppies scene in the sweatshop. I mean, like, holy fucking shit. I mean, I remember,
Basket of dead
I've
puppies.
mentioned before, I really like great city movies. And I was thinking a lot about that Wong Kar-wai movie you picked a few years ago that took place in Buenos Aires. And
Yeah.
I've been to
Yes, and
Barcelona.
Happy
And
Happy
even
Together.
Oh,
though,
Taiwan.
even though
Happy
I
Together,
missed
yeah.
a lot of the Barcelona in this particular movie, I mean, I really liked. It was a very vibrant location, like all those scenes downtown of the vendors having to scatter, like all that shit.
I love that.
honestly,
They had their
The
little
scene of the bus
they
was
had
amazing.
their little sales pads there. They had a
that stuff
string
was
attached
all
to it.
great.
So in case they get busted, they could pull the string up and run away.
That stuff was all
Yeah.
great. I just
Yeah.
it was almost unrelentingly grim. I mean, like
Oh, this is a grim film. It's about a guy
the
dying, for
relationship
God's sake.
this relationship fucking grim. All the stuff with the sweatshop fucking.
Wow, that is really airbrushed, man.
Yeah, well,
But
and then we get all the way to the end, and he dies.
Right.
And I understand that there's like this closed loop with the scene with his dad,
Right.
Which is wonderful.
In the forest,
That's
which
beautiful.
it's gloriously pretty.
That's
to look
one
at.
of the most gorgeous shots I've ever seen in my life.
It's really this is a very
forest.
No, you get this
well-shot movie.
No,
Yeah, but then it goes to the goofy mouth noises, and I was just like,
hold on. There's this great one too where you think.
No, I love that though because there's a weird radio thing that's
The film
going.
starts with the hands in the ring and talking
Like it's
about
fucking cool.
about the diamond like that,
Which we
and
come
you think
full
he's
circle on
talking
with
to his
the
wife.
Right.
And you see the scene with the dad.
oh, I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was.
No,
talking to his wife.
yeah, but
I
it's
did.
just
I was fooled.
it was such a gorgeous way to open a picture.
Marriage.
And close a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They closed the same two scenes.
Oh,
They closed the film.
gorgeous.
That was
Yeah.
fucking brilliant, man.
I love the
No,
last
because
Also,
he specifically says your mom.
Yeah,
in that.
I knew where they
that
were.
can mean a lot of things.
No, I knew it was his daughter. in the
I
beginning.
didn't see it.
I love the last line of dialogue.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
I think that she was
Over there.
this whoever this is the character she played was, I thought, one of the most startling characters I've seen in a long time because she's got bipolar syndrome. It means that she's manic, then she's depressed. She wants to party. She lives in a sensory universe that's overwhelming her sometimes, and then she recovers and tries to be a good person and be responsible. But the thing is, you have to portray somebody who can't control their emotional states, and
she's like, I'm happy when I'm happy, and I'm depressed when I'm depressed, and you're depressed all the time,
right?
Like it's the you're just sad Toby speech from The West Wing.
But Scott, you're right. I wrote that down because I think her real name is Maricel Alvarez, and
just nailed it.
I think her performance is astounding in this movie.
Really good.
It's like it felt so real. I've been around people with bipolar syndrome, and it felt real. I mean, something.
Like, I remember seeing it the first time I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my God, that performance! Who is that? Like, what? It's just such a powerhouse of a performance, and to go, she's next to Javier there, and she's like just owning every fucking scene. I mean, she's just incredible.
I guess at the end of the day, this is a movie, and I'll watch it again at some point. This is a movie I admire way more than I enjoyed watching. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
I admire that. Like, there's stuff in it I really, really like, but it's 2.5 hours in an almost unrelentingly grim situation that happens to be taking place in one of my favorite cities on the planet.
I want to circle, actually, Chris, I want to circle back to what you said earlier about it being a good city movie, is how much to me it felt like French Connection, because it's just like you have this city that is romanticized and glamorized so much, and
this is the underbelly part. This is the seedy part.
This is picking through the trash can and finding the needles.
Yeah.
Well, every gorgeous big city like this has that duality, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go to Tenderloin sometime, man.
I know. I live in Seattle. I lived in the Tenderloin.
I wrote Tenderloin adjacent
that are also romanticized and beautiful.
And And also,
you
Javier
can make this
Bardem,
movie in San Francisco, absolutely.
No, Americanized version of this film is not hard to do at all.
Philadelphia, or
Javier is in almost every scene in this movie, and he is relentlessly watchable.
Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, I can't take your eyes off him. He's so good.
Crazy expressive. That's just a crazy looking face to begin with.
Also, this is a film of medium shots to close-ups. You notice that?
Yeah.
Camera's always on everybody.
Super close-ups.
Super close-ups, like up the
Letty Bardem.
Like you're seeing
and getting back to
face sometimes.
Getting back to great noses. Also, Maricel though has a great fucking nose. That actor, like they both have. They both have these like strikingly unusual sort of shaped looking noses that are beautiful.
Proud Roman noses.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about Bardem in this movie is like he feels like there's a violence inside him that you never really see.
Correct. Yes.
Like
you see a bit of it when he gets angry with the boy.
That was amazing when he God.
Just seething.
Well, he just puts his hand on her throat and he's like, "You fucking let him go. I will fucking kill you." And you see that like, you believe it because you're like, he's not doing it yet, but 2 more seconds and he will if you don't fucking do what he says. Like
he feels coiled up for the entire movie, and he never really has the opportunity to release any of that. And it's like you can tell why he didn't go to the doctor. You know, you can tell why he waited until the pain was overwhelming. Because
that scene of him taking a leak and pissing blood, I had to leave the fucking room. That was insanely painful to watch.
Yeah, that's
hard to watch.
Yeah. I had a prostate exam done recently, and my doctor came back with fantastic news. He said in the thing. So it's like, all right. So right now, I have to worry about this. So it's like, the thing is, I could see like, that'd be a terrible way to go. Because it already spread. He came went to the doctor. It spread all over the place. So
it was already in his
nose. Metastasized.
But damn, it's like, don't forget this film is again rooted in reality, but it's also rooted in spirituality.
Yep.
Rooted in the land of ghosts, and it's so it gives it such weight in terms of like the where you find yourself in the universe and what you're going to do. His impulse to leave in a good note is like part of it is informed by the fact that he knows there's life beyond death, and he has to make good on it. And that's like it's a huge drive in this film.
And he has his sort of shaman in that older lady.
Oh my God, she was great. That scene was amazing, where she's like, don't do chemotherapy, but also it's like you need to get your affairs in order. Nothing else is important. It's like the universe cares.
Yeah, and he gets his affairs in order by giving all his money to somebody who just fucks off.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. But maybe not. We don't know.
He spent some of it on space heaters.
We deeply suspect she fucked off.
Oh,
he spent some of it on space heaters, and
I do think she genuinely loved those children though. So I don't know. You can argue.
It could. I think it's like an ambiguous ending in that respect.
Hey, we don't have Jim's corner yet.
James. Diego.
I liked it better than the Orca movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It seemed like a more complicated movie. It's hard to say. The city is a character, or the city's underbelly is a character. And then you just have there's like layers of immigrants.
Yeah, no fool.
African
ones, Chinese ones,
and there is the constant, unending exploitation of capitalism. It's just
the sweatshop thing and
what was that movie Jim picked last year?
You come out and say it; it just shows you.
Yeah.
The scene where he takes his own blood
is that like he's like,
Jim,
you expect me to get along on my salary, which I hear a lot here in Mexico too. It's like the cops are like, of course we have to take bribes. We're shit.
What was that movie Jim picked a couple of years ago about the immigrants that ended really depressingly?
Is that Tori and Lokita?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That one, and I also anybody ever see Dirty Pretty Things with Chiwetel?
Oh yeah. Sure. That's a Stephen Frears film.
All the
one Jim picked was a Dardenne Brothers film.
Exploitation of the fucking people doing the hard work. and not just being treated like shit on a daily basis.
Well,
Yeah.
and every so often you get a glimpse of the slightly more glamorous part of Barcelona,
Right.
like behind another building, or like as he walks down
Around the
the street,
corner.
Silhouette.
like that.
Or
Right.
the wide shot from above of the church.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just that's the blood being sucked out of these people and building those high rises.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that scene where he's getting chemo and he looks out the window and you see the big basilica of, I forgot who was being built.
It's the Sacra Familia.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and all those
it's the
cranes
Sacra
out there. And it's like, I wonder if he's thinking, God damn it, I'm not gonna live to see this finished, am I? No one is.
Yeah. Nobody is.
Nobody is.
Is it even done yet? I'm not even sure.
No, they're still working on it.
Well, you know what the problem is? They built a metro and one of the lines went right under it and it destabilized everything. And so they had to spend like a decade trying to shore it up.
Oh man.
they're still building the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York, which they started in the fucking 1700s.
Yes,
Like,
that's true.
this shit's never gonna end.
Yeah.
And
I live in a city where I constantly, anytime I look downtown, I see tower cranes building high-rise apartment buildings that I will never be able to afford to live in.
God damn, it's like that Jean-Luc Godard movie that Jim picked.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, Tad lives in a company
It's
town.
like all the Jean-Luc Godard movies.
I live in a multiple company town because we've got Boeing, we've got Amazon, there's a bunch of Google and Meta shit up
I think there's a business called Starbucks up there.
Starbucks, never heard of it.
Starbucks and
Microsoft's
Microsoft.
across the lake.
Yeah, but it's
Microsoft's
close
on the other
enough.
side of the lake. But
I'm sure it has its impact.
I think Iñárritu is extremely talented. I've liked almost everything I've ever seen him do. I'm probably the only person. I like watching. I thought Birdman was really fucking interesting and well
Birdman's
executed.
amazing. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
never
but
saw it.
and Revenant was my favorite movie that year, so I was happy
movie.
to come to this one because I've been wanting to see it for a while.
Should see that at some point.
Yeah, I like his English language movies. They're really good. I like the fact that I just saw his first Spanish language movie. That was kind of fun.
This is the first Spanish movie he made since Amores Perros.
Oh, okay. All right,
Did you make the one? I think Sean Penn was in it.
Yeah, 21 grams.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did.
21 grams.
I did.
Good. It's good.
I did. Good movie.
Yeah,
He hasn't done anything in a while. Come on, dude.
He's probably tooling up for like this super double Star Wars thing.
Well, he did that Bardo. He did Bardo.
He's working on his prostate cancer.
Didn't Birdman win Best Picture?
It did.
It did.
Yes.
He's probably just relaxing on his giant pile of money
because he knows he's going to live an extra 10 years. Because he
turned around and made fucking
Scrooge McDuck.
Revenant.
Yeah, Revenant right after that.
Frank did the bear. My buddy Frank did the bear in that movie.
Oh wow!
Best character in the film.
Frank did the bear.
Wow.
That was Frank's bear. And when I saw the movie, I called him and said, "That's the best fucking special effect I've ever seen you do, bro."
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I admired it way more than I liked
way
it.
Off
But I
topic,
still
so just thumbs it out, man.
Well, I want to talk about a few things that no one's mentioned.
Take it.
Because on top of, I think, I like small movies just as in general. I don't know why. I just do. And this director has made so many amazing movies, and some of them are very big, like The Revenant. And some of them are very small, like
Gravity.
Gravity. Yeah, I mean that's
Gravity's
amazing and it's huge.
Cuarón.
Oh, that's Cuarón. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, close.
The Three Amigos.
One of the Three Amigos. Yeah.
But I think this is my favorite movie of his because it is small and because I think it's so emotional. I am affected emotionally by this movie more than I am by a lot of films. When the scene when his daughter finally comes into the bathroom and says, "Come on, Dad, like what's going on?"
What's going on, Dad? That's a tough one.
I mean, when he says "Don't forget me" and they hug, I mean, I couldn't. I was I was like sitting in a puddle because I was crying so hard, and I think this movie. We haven't even talked about one of, I think, the best aspects of this movie, which is the music is so fucking good.
The sound design is incredible.
It's funny, Jared, when you said things people hadn't mentioned, the first thing that popped into my mind was the music's fucking great.
The score is so gorgeous. in this movie. The
And
other
apparently
thing,
this dude
And it's
wrote like
pretty
21.
experimental in places.
He wrote like 21 different pieces for the score, and they only used 4 of them.
I mean, it's incredible.
wow.
It's incredible.
That sounds actually typical.
The other
They throw
thing
away
I
a
think
lot of
that
music
is
in movies.
Well, I
other
would
thing
just be
that's
interested to hear the
so-
other 17.
He's a pretty
Yeah,
major,
no,
pretty major dude.
yeah, he's the other. I mean, the I don't often see set design where I go, holy shit. This
Well,
thing
it
is
doesn't
so
look designed.
textural.
Sets in this?
It looks locational.
That's what I mean. Like if this is
Yeah,
well,
same
this
question.
well, maybe
Same
I'm posing the question. If this is real locations, I would believe that. If not, whoever fucking did this deserves an Oscar or whatever it is, because
these were all real locations.
this is the most like textural.
Well, that's just because
like-
it's got dynamite lighting. That's the thing.
It's like the Gluttony House in 7.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
It's got
it's like yeah,
incredible.
there's not a frame in this movie that isn't crammed full of shit that feels real and dirty and drippy
100%.
and it's just so incredible. I mean, yeah, and the cinematography, of course.
That's the thing. It's like they can do a lot of stuff on location, but the photography is going to sell it.
The lighting is so goddamn good. The cinematography is so good.
Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. It's perfect.
Yeah. And one last thing, I've rarely like John was saying, which I agree with. Every character in this movie feels three-dimensional, feels real, feels fleshed out. The children, I just fell in love with them so much, and I don't feel like you see a lot of realistic depictions of how parents treat children or act towards children, and how children can bounce back from that, or just how they generally go about their lives. Yeah. I mean, he's awful to the boy often.
Go to bed. Go off the table.
Yeah, yet they still love each other.
That kid's gonna be talking about this shit in therapy for the rest of his goddamn life.
But the scene behind Chris there, the Chris has there is such a gorgeous scene, even after some hard sort of other scenes, and the depiction of that dynamic in this, I think, is very, very special. And there's other things, like the spiritual, the ghost stuff, I think is so interesting and beautiful. And I just think it's a special movie.
All right.
I agree.
All
right. That's it. Thumbs.
Yeah. I admired it a lot. Just like the experience sometimes.
It explored the areas between life and death. And not a lot of films can do that well.